Like you said, Alex, so many former Canadians, former NHLers, really, celebrities, rock stars, all have been here at this 24-hour diner. It's really cool to be in here and talk a little puck. We'll talk a little puck with Eric Engels, Sportsnet.ca, and before the break we were talking a little bit of trivia, and I came up with this one. Who do you think, what Canadian has the most career penalty minutes in the playoffs?
Well, I swear Wilder didn't tell me off air. It's Chris Nyland.
It's Knuckles. You're right. I thought it might have been Claude Lemieux. Who did you think it was?
I thought maybe John Ferguson as a second guess. But
yeah, it could have been one. Well, hopefully we stay out of the box for this series because we had a tough test against the Senators in the first round of the playoffs. I read your article on Sportsnet.ca about who's really the underdog here.
Well, it's a very interesting dynamic going into this series, Wilder, because the Montreal Canadiens had an unbelievable season. 110 points, 50 wins on the back of Carey Price with a historic season of 44 wins, breaking the record for held by Ken Dryden and by Jacques Plante before him. And all that said, I mean, whether the Senators would have played the Canadiens or the Rangers or any other top dog in the East, you have to wonder who the real underdog is here, because this is a team that is almost one that you'd label of destiny. So yeah, it's going to be interesting right off the hop.
It's definitely not the matchup we wanted. Obviously, Hammond playing really well. I asked Anakin this. I wanted to get your take on it as well. We had a few unsung heroes step up in last year's playoffs. Who do you think is going to step up in this year's playoffs for the Canadiens?
Well, we don't know if he'll be there for Game 1, but the first answer has to be Max Pacioretty. And, everybody talked about who's going to replace Rene Bourque, who's going to be Lars Eller, who's going to be Dale Weiss. Max Pacioretty only had 5 goals in last year's playoffs. He didn't step it up until Game 4 of the series with the Lightning, not that he wasn't trying to. He didn't score until Game 6 of the series with the Bruins, and then Game 7 where he got the game winner and the series winner. And in the Rangers series, he only had 2 goals in 5 games as well. So if he can be the primary push, there's a lot of depth on this Montreal team.
Yeah, and it looks like he could be our captain going down the stretch. So we'd like to see him back in the lineup. But it looks like we are scoring without him, so that's a good thing. Hey, big game tonight. Eric, thanks for being here. And coming up, we have a guy from 25 Stanley. And apparently, listen, the Canadians have had a bit of time off, and they were out last night. And we have some pictures of the boys out on the town. Stay tuned, everybody. I'll send it back to the studio for now, guys.
What?